Do you know your perfectly normal carry-on suddenly gets pulled aside, unzipped under bright lights, and searched piece by piece while everyone else walks past you like you did something wrong? You're standing there, heart beating faster than it should, thinking, what did I pack? Did I forget something? And here's the crazy part. Most travelers who get sent to TSA secondary screening didn't break any major rule at all. They just made small, invisible packing mistakes. Tiny details, simple habits, things nobody explains clearly. And if you're part of the golden age generation, the smart, experienced travelers who've seen the world change from paper tickets to digital boarding passes. This is especially important because the system has changed quietly, and what used to be normal now looks suspicious on an X-ray monitor. So today, on Golden Age Travel Tips, we're diving deep into the 15 carry-on packing mistakes that trigger TSA secondary screening almost every time. And some of these might shock you. Mistake number 1 is overlayering electronics. Many seasoned travelers love to protect their devices. Tablet in a sleeve, inside a pouch, inside another organizer, stacked next to a Kindle, a power bank, and a phone. Sounds organized, right? On the X-ray screen, though, it looks like a dense block of layered wiring and batteries. And dense clusters are exactly what screeners are trained to isolate. They can't see clearly through stacked lithium batteries, so your bag gets flagged. It's not about guilt, it's about visibility. Spread electronics out. Give them breathing room. Mistake number 2. Wrapping liquids inside clothing. A lot of travelers think they're being smart by tucking toiletries inside, socks, or rolling them inside sweaters to prevent leaks. But when liquids are wrapped in fabric, the scanner sees irregular shapes with inconsistent density, which forces manual inspection. Keep your liquids visible and separated. Clear bag, easy access, simple. Mistake number 3 is carrying too many snacks in bulk, especially organic powders, protein mixes, or dense homemade food. Powders over a certain volume almost guarantee a second look. And yes, even that healthy oat blend you made at home. The texture on the scanner resembles other restricted materials. It's awkward. It takes time. It happens every day. Mistake number 4, forgetting old boarding passes or paperwork inside your carry-on. That might sound harmless, but loose stacks of folded paper create layered density shadows on the scanner. Officers don't know if it's just paper until they look closer. Keep your bag clean. Declutter before every trip. Mistake number 5, tangled charging cables in one tight ball. I see this all the time. We all do it. We unplug everything in a hurry and shove cords together. But a tight knot of wires appears chaotic and unclear on the X-ray. The more tangled, the more suspicious it looks. Use simple cable ties. Keep them straight. It reduces friction at screening more than you think. Mistake number 6 is carrying heavy metal souvenirs in your carry-on. Maybe it's a decorative brass item, a paperweight, or even a small tool you forgot was in there from last trip. Dense metal objects block scanner visibility. They don't know what's behind it, so they check. Always ask yourself, does this belong in checked luggage instead? Mistake number 7, packing medication loosely without original labels. This one is big for older travelers. Pill organizers are convenient. I get it. But when you carry multiple unlabeled pills in a container, it raises questions. Keep at least one original labeled prescription bottle with you. It speeds things up instantly. Mistake number 8 is carrying gift-wrapped items. It feels festive. It feels thoughtful. TSA cannot just assume what's inside. If something inside looks dense or layered, they will unwrap it. And that moment is always uncomfortable. Pack gifts unwrapped. Wrap them at your destination. Mistake number 9, using older carry-on bags with hidden compartments you forgot about. You know those tiny side zippers from years ago? Sometimes, items from past trips stay hidden. Coins, tools, small scissors, even lighters. Before every trip, do a full bag audit. Empty everything, every pocket, every zipper. Mistake number 10 is overstuffing your carry-on to the point where it cannot lie flat. When a bag is bulging and uneven, the contents shift during scanning, making it harder to interpret the image. Structured packing makes the scan cleaner. Mistake number 11, packing dense books stacked tightly together, especially hardcovers. Large stacks create thick, rectangular density blocks. Spread them out or carry fewer physical books. Maybe switch to digital copies for smoother travel. Mistake number 12 is carrying insulated water bottles that aren't completely empty. Even a small amount of liquid trapped under ice can trigger extra checks. Make sure it's bone dry before security. Mistake number 13, packing grooming tools like electric razors, hair trimmers, or small heating pads without separating them. These contain wiring and coils that look complex on scans. Place them in accessible areas so you can remove them quickly if asked. Mistake number 14 is mixing metallic jewelry in one compact pouch. A dense cluster of rings, bracelets, and watches creates an opaque blob on the scanner. Spread them in smaller pouches, if possible. And mistake number 15. This one surprises people is anxiety, packing at the last minute. When you rush, you stack randomly. Random density equals random flags. TSA systems are designed to detect anomalies. Neat patterns pass faster. Chaotic patterns invite inspection. And here's something most YouTube channels never talk about. Screeners are trained to look for consistency, not just prohibited items. Consistency. A neatly packed bag creates predictable shapes. Predictable shapes move through quickly. Inconsistent layering forces human verification. That's the real secret. It's not about fear, it's about clarity. Now, let me tell you a quick story. A retired couple I spoke to, smart travelers, decades of experience, getting flagged on every flight for 3 trips in a row. They thought it was random. It wasn't. They packed medical supplies, protein powder, cables, and layered electronics all in one cube organizer. On the X-ray, it looked like one dense block. After they reorganized separating powders, spacing electronics, labeling medications, they passed security without a single secondary screening for the next 6 flights. Same people, same airport. Different packing method, big difference. Travel has changed quietly. Screening technology has become more sensitive. The system doesn't think like we do. It sees shapes, density, patterns, and sometimes what looks organized to us looks suspicious to a scanner, especially for golden age travelers who prefer packing carefully and protecting items with extra layers. It can unintentionally create red flags, but here's the empowering part here, not at the mercy of the system. You can control how your bag appears on that screen. Lay items flat. Separate dense objects. Limit powder quantities. Keep cables tidy. Declutter pockets. Remove what you don't truly need. Pack with intention, not just habit. Because secondary screening doesn't just cost time, it costs confidence. It creates stress, and nobody wants that before a flight. The goal is smooth travel. Calm movement. Walking through security like you've done it 1,000 times, because you have, and maybe no one told you these small details before. Maybe you thought it was random. It's not random, it's patterns, and now you understand the patterns. So, next time you're packing your carry-on, pause for a moment. Look inside your bag. Ask yourself, if I were seeing this through an X-ray, would it look clean or chaotic? That one question alone could save you 20 minutes and a lot of frustration. And here's my suggestion for you before your next trip. Do a test pack. Pack your carry-on 2 days early, then unpack it completely and repack it with spacing, visibility, and simplicity in mind. It sounds small, it feels unnecessary, but it changes everything. Travel smarter, travel calm, and let Golden Age travel tips guide you every step of the way.